Now, in this section, I'm going to show you how we can combine a for loop and a list item. Now, remember that when I was explaining for loops, I told you that a for loop is used to iterate or go over a sequence. Now, that sequence could be a string, it could be a list, it could be a tuple. So if I try to access our for loop class, here I had showed you how to print out all the items from a string one by one. So here we looped through the string called Solomon. Now we can also do the exact same thing using lists. So let's create a list and call it names. And in here, we're going to have Jane and then John. We're going to have Sarah and then, sorry, and then we're going to have Solomon. Now, using a for loop, we can actually loop through and go through each item in this list. So I'm just going to write a simple for loop that is going to print all of these items one by one. So again, if you remember the structure of a for loop, we first write the for keyword, and then we write the iterator, which is going to be I or any other item. So I can change it from I to name. So I can say for name in names. So what we're simply trying to do is we're trying to loop through this entire list, and then name becomes the iterator. So at each iteration, that is at each cycle, name becomes Jane, the first iteration. Name then becomes John, the first iteration. Name becomes Sarah, and so on. I'm just going to print out name. So for name in names, we're going to print name. So once I run this, you see that we have them being printed one by one. We have Jane, John, Sarah, and Solomon. Now we could also do this for tuples. So I can change this from a list to a tuple. And then once I clear my screen and run this, you see that we have the exact same effect. So whether it is a list or a tuple or even a string, be rest assured that as long as it is a sequence of elements or a collection of elements, we can loop through that entire sequence using a for loop. So that is mainly what a for loop is used for. It is used to perform a specific operation for every single item in an iteratable sequence. So I would just try and perform a bit of manipulation on each string. Now, because each name is a string, let's say for each name, I wanted to print out the name in all caps. What I can now do is say name.upper. Now, you might be wondering why I can do this. Now, because we're looping through an entire list and each item in that list is a string, if you remember from the string methods, dot upper converts all the items in the string to uppercase letters. So that is what we can do using for loops and string methods. So once I run it, you see that every single item has been converted into an uppercase. You can see that every single character in all the names have been converted into uppercase letters. So that is exactly how we could combine like a for loop and string methods. So let's say you wanted to convert all the names into convert all the names into uppercase. You could do something exactly like this. So this is exactly how we combine for loops and this is how we combine for loops and lists and how we iterate and go through a list using a for loop.